Hi, this is Anne, and I'm going to do a tutorial for you today on how to search for public domain or Creative Commons licensed photographic images. The first place we're going to look is Google. So we're going to go to Google Images, and we're going to look for flowers, and you get all kinds of images with all kinds of licenses. So we're going to further refine our search by going to the Advanced Search option, which for some of you, the words Advanced Search might show up on your screen, either this screen or the previous screen. In my case, those words don't show up, so I have to go over to this icon here, which is for options. Click on that, go to Advanced Search, and then here you can type in the specifications of your search. Obviously the words, what size image you want, what type of image, clip art, line drawing, photo, what file type. And there's different reasons you might search for different file types, but today we're just looking for any format, we don't care. But this is what we're focusing on today, the usage rights. So we are going to search by free to use or share, okay? And go to Advanced Search. Here you go, lots of lovely photos. And let's pick one. We're going to pick, because even though they are all free to use and share, you still don't know the actual specifications of the license. So you have to dig a little deeper. And to do that, we're going to go to the image, we're going to click out of this box, which will take us to the actual website, and there it is. Wow, that is a beautiful image. And we're going to look around and see what kind of information it says public domain image. No rights reserved, royalty free, stock photo. Fantastic. But we do know that the photographer, which means that we do not have to even mention this photographer's name when using this photograph. However, we do know that the name is John Sullivan, so it would actually be kind of nice to include that. And actually it looks like this could be an interesting website, public domain images, that you might want to explore at a different time, but I'm not going to. So we're going to right click, save image as, going to my folder here, beautiful red flower in Balboa Park, sure, sounds good. There it goes. And I'm going to scroll down to the next piece of information that I want to include. John Sullivan. I want to include his name, even if it's public domain imagery. And I'm going to shrink this screen, and we're going to go open up the image that I just saved. So I'm going to refresh this folder. And there it is. Nope, that's not it. Oh, beautiful red flower. There it is. Okay, opening it up. Now I'm going to right click on this image, and we're going to go down to Properties. In the Properties box, there's information about the image. So we know it's a JPEG image. We know where I've stored it. We know how big it is, when it was created. And we're going to click over to the Summary tab, and I'm going to put the author's information right here, John Sullivan. Okay, the other thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to click back to the website, is I'm actually going to include that information, and I'm going to put that over here in comments. Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to put that there. So we're going to do Control V to paste, Control C to copy, Control V to paste, and over here I'm going to write that it's a public domain. Okay, so that I know, and apply. And close out, close out. I'm going to go back into that. Actually, I'm just going to right click on it, Properties, and just make sure that there it is, the information has been stored. So we're going to minimize that, go back to our website, or go back to the internet. Okay, so let's look for one more picture just to show you. I'm not going to go through the whole process, but I do want to show you at least one more of how you search for an image. Let's see what we get. Okay, so wow, that's gorgeous. So we're going to look around. So we see created by Roberto Bajani, and some rights reserved. Let's see if we can, there it is, great. Oh, it's in Italian. Lovely. So we know it's attribution, non-commercial, no derivation, so you can't change it. Okay, so you know what the commons are. And I can't go back. Oh, there it is. So you know what the license is, and you can put that information into your properties box as well. But we're not going to do that. We're going to move on to another source of open source images. Let's go to Flickr. You can see the address up here. This is Flickr Creative Commons. So these images are already sorted for you by Creative Commons. And let's go with flowers. Right, we're going to pick anything today. We're going to pick one from Crafty Bunny. Here's the name, Bunny Paffenroth. Very pretty. And the way we're going to copy it, well, we're going to right click it. And when you get to right click, you see some rights reserved. Click on that. Left click on that. And then you'll get your what your license terms of the license are. It's an attribution license. You're allowed to share, to copy, distribute, and to remix. You can adapt the work, and you are free to make commercial use of the work as long as you attribute in the manner specified by the author. Okay, good to know. So the way you would copy this is kind of go through the same process. I right click, and then you get this other option, medium 650, original. I don't know, let's just click on original. And you could go here, download the original size of the photo, in which case it would bring it down on my computer, bring it down here to a little box. And it would have stored it in probably my downloads, actually. But I don't want to do it that way. I'm going to right click it, save image, and it would go to, but I'm going to cancel that. So it would go to my folder, and I would go through the same routine as before. I would open up the properties box. I would save the photographer's name. I would save the photographer, the address of this web page, and also the Creative Commons licenses. Okay, so let's go to a third source here. Another fabulous source of images, Wikimedia Commons. And again, in order to figure out what actual license an image has, you have to click on it. So we're gonna click on it. It's gonna take us to this page, and if you scroll down, you look around, and then hey, there you go. There's a description. Lots of good information on this page. The author's name, where it's from, the date, and here's the licensing information. So attribution, share alike. You can share it, you can remix it to adapt the work. Okay? And that's all I've got for this tutorial.